Yes, dear student, we'll continue the class now. So these are the example I would like to solve today. The example number 1 show that the acceleration of a particle moving in a plane curve in the uniform speed is rho into d psi by dt whole square. So here we are finding the acceleration. We have to prove the acceleration is so much when the particle is moving with a uniform speed. Uniform speed is velocity is constant. So in this case, particularly in this topic, velocity means only one velocity, that is tangential velocity, because normal velocity is already zero. So always zero normal velocity. So ds by dt is k constant, second order derivative is 0, and the velocity is always root of tangential velocity square plus normal velocity, a resultant of these two, whereas normal velocity is 0, therefore velocity is nothing but a tangential velocity. So acceleration equal to the resultant acceleration we are finding root of tangential acceleration square plus normal acceleration square. So that is a root of d square s by dt square plus the normal velocity formula is v square by rho square. So this term is 0, already we have proved it, and only v square by rho, because square is there and square root and square will go. V square means v into v 1 upon rho. So here one more thing given, velocity is constant, therefore velocity I have taken as a v itself, so v into v, so 1 by rho. So v is ds by dt, and this is also ds by dt into rho means 1 by rho means it is a dose d psi by ds. 1 ds cancels, ds upon d psi. Let us rearrange this. So move this dt to one step. So d psi into d psi by dt, this dt and this dt is here. So d psi by dt, d psi by dt whole square, ds by d psi is nothing but a radius of curvature, which is the answer now. Okay, we'll go to the next example. A particle describe a cycloid s equal to 4a sin psi with a uniform speed again. Find the acceleration at any point s. Means we are finding acceleration in terms of s. The whole answer acceleration should be in s. So here s equal to 4a sin psi is given, and velocity is constant as we have done in the previous example. Velocity is nothing but only tangential velocity. So ds by dt equal to v, and d square s by dt square is equal to 0. Again acceleration is tangential acceleration square plus normal acceleration square root of it. The first term is 0, whereas v d psi by dt whole square, this is v d psi by dt. So v is a constant term given, so d psi by dt is the d psi by ds into ds by dt. So this d is, so this formula, so I would like to take that it is a v as it is, and this ds by dt is v d psi by ds. So this is v, so it is v square, so d psi by ds. So with the help of the first result, first formula, we differentiate with respect to s. So ds by ds equal to 4a cos psi into d psi by ds. So this is 1 4a cos psi d psi by ds. So that is 1 by 4 cos a equal to d psi by ds. So substitute in the fourth equation. So acceleration will be v into v 1 by 4a cos psi. So this is v square in the numerator, 4a cos psi is root 1 minus sin square psi from the given equation, because s equal to 4a sin psi. So sin square is s square by 4 a whole square, means s square divided by 16a square. This simplification is v square divided by root 16 square minus s square. This 4a cancels. So we'll go to another example. A particle moves along the arc of the cycloid in such a manner that it rotates with a constant angular velocity. Show that the acceleration of a moving particle is constant where s equal to 4a sin psi, because it is a cycloid. Cycloid formula it is. So here the particle moves in such a manner that it rotates with a constant angular velocity. So particle rotates with a constant angular velocity means we are finding the tangential velocity, the rate of change of that angle made by the tangent. So d psi by dt equal to constant, it is given. So s equal to 4a sin psi, differentiate with respect to t, 4a cos psi into d psi by dt. So ds by dt, 4a cos psi, d psi by dt is constant given. So ds by dt is v, 4a cos psi. So then d square s by dt square is 4a into k minus sin psi into d psi by dt. 4a constant, cos psi differentiation is minus sin psi into d psi by dt. So minus 4a k, again d psi by dt is k, so k into k is k square, this sin psi as it is. In the substitute in the acceleration formula. Acceleration is root of tangential acceleration square plus normal acceleration square. D square s by dt square, we have proved it. It is minus 4a k square sin psi. It is there in the fifth equation. And v d psi by dt. So d psi by dt is k, whereas v is ds by dt from the equation, the previous equation. So ds by dt or v is 4ak cos psi. So here it is 16a square k raised to 4 sin square psi. Again it is k into k square. Square is there, k raised to 4. 4a square is 16a square cos square psi. 16a square cos raised to 4 is taken it outside, it becomes 4ak square. Remaining term is sin square plus cos square, which is 1. So only remaining 4ak square, which is a constant term. So we go to the another example. A particle moves in a plane in such a manner that its tangential and normal accelerations are always equal, and its velocity varies as e raised to tan inverse s by c, where s being length of the arc which measured from the fixed point. Find the path in the intrinsic form, or prove that s equal to c into tan psi plus a, where a is constant. Okay, so this answer is here given tangential acceleration equal to normal acceleration. It is d square s by dt square is equal to v d psi by dt, normal acceleration this. So d square s by dt square is nothing but dv by dt, because v is ds by dt, dv by dt is ds square s by dt square. So both the side dt cancels, dv equal to v d psi. Separate the variables. Integration 1 by v integrations log v. So d psi is psi plus integration constant k. Remove the log. V equal to e raised to psi plus k. But given that velocity is proportional to e raised to tan inverse s by c. So if I remove the proportionality, it becomes k1 e raised to tan inverse s by c. So from 1 and 2, equate these two. So e raised to tan inverse s by c, taking k1 to RHS, 1 by k1 e raised to psi plus k. So e raised to tan inverse s by c equal to this 1 by k. I would like to write in terms of that e, just to remove that e power term both the side. So this 1 by k, let me write as a constant term, e raised to k2. So e raised to k2, e raised to psi plus k. By the theory of indices, you add this. So e raised to tan inverse s by c equal to e raised to psi plus k plus k2. Remove that e, both the side e is there, equate the power of the e. So tan inverse s by c equal to psi plus k1. So tan inverse s by c equal to psi plus k1 is taken as a. So S by C equal to, taking tan inverse to RHS, it becomes a tan xi plus A. So S equal to C tan xi plus A. So this is the answer now. Now go to the next example. A particle moves in a curve so that its tangential and normal accelerations are always equal and the tangent rotates with a constant angular velocity. Show that S equal to A e raised to xi plus B. Again, tangent rotate means d xi by dt is k given. This is given, and a particle moves in a curve such that tangents in normal accelerations are always equal. Again, they are equal. So this is normal acceleration, and this is tangential acceleration. It is a normal acceleration. They are equal. So these two things are given. From this one, dt cancels, dv by v equal to d xi. Integration gives log v equal to xi plus c, v equal to, remove the log, e raised to xi plus c, v is ds by dt, e raised to xi plus c. So ds by dxi by dt, just ds by dt is multiply and divide by dxi, e raised to xi, e raised to c by the theory of indices. So this dxi by dt is k given, e raised to xi, e raised to c. So ds by dxi equal to e raised to c divided by k. Totally this term is constant taken as a. Separate the variables. So ds equal to dxi to RHS. So integration again, ds integration is yes, a is constant, e raised to xi, integration is e raised to xi itself plus integration constant, this b. According to the given formula, I have written this. So you are free to write this a1, c, a, any constant term, not necessarily b, but given in the answer it is b. So particle describe a plane curve if a tangential normal accelerations are both constant throughout the motion. Prove that angle xi through which the direction of the motion turn in a time t is given by xi equal to a log 1 plus bt, where a and b are constant. You try this example. It given that this is a tangential acceleration, this is a normal acceleration, both are constant. One is taken as a lambda, another is taken as a mu. You are free to take any constant terms here. So using this, you try and get this formula. If it is possible, try. If you don't get, we'll do in the next class.